Hi friends, this is MD Wasim. Welcome to my channel Wasim Academy. Friends, I welcome all of you in my channel. Today I bring a very special class for upcoming WB primary TET exam, the English pedagogy questions and answer. So please stay with my channel and sharp your career. Let's start. So friends, I start the English pedagogy first with the methods. Just I only reading some important topics, so please listen. First of all, here is approaches, methods, techniques and strategies. So here are some two or three questions asked in WB primary TET in English portions. So let's see. Approaches deals with the general philosophers of teaching. It refers to the general assumptions about what language is and about how learning a language occurs. It represents the sum of the philosophy about the both theory of language and theory of learning. Okay. In other words, the approaches to languages teaching describes the nature of the language, how knowledge of language is acquired, and number C, and the conditions that promote language acquisition. So here the three main approaches, that is the natural language, how knowledge of language acquired, and conditions that promote the language. Here are three main important approaches. Next we can see techniques. The refers to implementations of the procedure that assist certain practice and behavior that operate the teachings a language according to the particular method. This is called techniques. Next we proceed the next topics, that is called strategies. These are the special approaches of the English pedagogical issues. Strategies that differ from the teacher to teacher. Okay, that every teachers get every type of strategies, that is called strategies. However, the heart of the good English teaching is environment in which the teaching and learning take place. Some classrooms are rich in language and opportunities for language. Walls are not only redolent with vibrantly colored displays. This is depends on the teachers, which type of teachers use the strategies for learning the language. Next, we proceed the approach. Approach, that is communicative language teaching, competency based language teaching, content based instructions, and lexical approaches. Here are some important approaches of the English languages. So let's see. Number one is communicative language teaching. Communicative language teaching replaced a situational approach. It was originally promoted by Howard. Okay, very important. Howard et al. The more fully developed in the 1980s. The intent is the capitalize on the collective intelligence of the group and give everyone to chance to grow in a appreciations of the diversity. So these are the CLT. It is also called the CLT, communicative language teaching. Next is sorry. Next is competency based language teaching. The competency based language teaching is still a very popular outcome based approach. The focus on measurable and usable knowledge, skills and abilities. It was promoted by the 1970s by Sheikh. Okay, by Sheikh. So very important. The competency based language teaching promoted by the Sheikh in 1970s, and CLT, communicative language teaching, which is developed in the 1980s by Howard. Very important, please note it. Next is content based instruction. Content based instructions to promote originally by Krenkel. Okay, Krenkel 1980s embarrassed almost every who teaches language through the content and meaning. Okay, this is content based instructions. Next is lexical approaches. Lexical approaches developed in the 1997s was stated the building blocks are not grammar, functions, notions, or some other unit of the planning and teaching, but lexics, that is word and word combinations. This is the very important. And last one is multiple intelligence. This learner-based approach was brought about the popularly by Gardner in 1993. Okay, these are the important things, you have to memorize them. Next is that normal approaches. Just to only touch with them. Normal approaches brought by the first by Trail in 1997 and jointly Creations and Trail 1983. Okay, focus is on input rather than practice. Another is neuro linguistics program invited in the 1970s. Grindler and Bandler was intended to be generalized self-help system. Next is task-based language teaching, TBLT. Task-based language teaching was said to be logical development of communicative language teaching. In Will's 1996, real communications activities to carry the meaningful task and stresses the importance and targeting these tasks to the individual student as much as possible. Next is whole language approaches. Whole language approaches, this term was coined by the 1980s a group of US educators, but it was not until 1981 Rigg made a firm against all approaches which is considered as fragmented. He said, if language is not kept whole, is not language in anymore. It's very important quotations. And he also give his important ideas about speaking, listening, writing and reading. It is called LSRW. Okay, and very important. Next we proceed the methods of teaching, how to teach the second language or you can say English language. Next is methods. What are the methods to teach the English? Here is the methods is that the GTM, grammar translations method. Grammar translation method was most popular and widely used method for language teaching between the age of the 1840 to 1940, within 100 years. GMT method was criticized intensively in the 19th century because it was considered that its method cannot fulfill the demand of the language learning in the 19th century. Okay, very important method, GMT. Next is direct method. Direct method was outcome of the reactions against the GMT. Okay, it is the outcomes of the GMT. It was based on the assumptions that learners of foreign and second language should directly think in English. This method is against the translations of written and oral text on focus on the telling meaning of the words through the actions, demonstration, real objects. This method focuses on directly thinking, doing discussions and conversation in second language. Okay, this is a very important for direct method. Next is that structural approach. Structural approach. Structural approach mainly employs the techniques of the direct method, but the reading and writing skill are not wholly neglected. The structural approach is based on the sound principles of the language learning. The structural approach says that arrangement of the words in such a way as to form a suitable pattern, and the pattern may make the meaning of the language clear to us. Okay, it is a very important for the English language. Next is audio lingual method. Audio lingual method. Audiolingual method is known as army method. Okay, its another name is audiolingual methods, another name is army method. Because after outbreak of the Second World War, the army soldiers decided to proficient in the language of their enemies. So a new learning method of the foreign language was discovered, which is known as the audiolingual method. Okay, this method is based on the linguistic theory of the behavioral psychology. The audiolingual method was widely used in 1950 to 1960, and the emphasis was not the understanding of the words rather than the acquisitions of the structures and patterns in common everyday dialogues. These are the belongs to the audiolingual method. Next is physical response. It is also called TPR. TPR that stand for total physical response. Okay, total physical response. The teacher gives student instructions and the students follow the instructions by using whole body responses. This is called TPR. These are very useful for the upcoming new method or new structural approaches. TPR most useful for the beginners. TPR also used for the teaching students with dyslexia and related to learning disability. Okay, so TPR is very important for those who are facing the dyslexia problems or learning disability. So friends, these are the very important for your English pedagogy. Next is task based language teaching, TBLT. TBLT. Task based language teaching is an approach that based on assumptions tasks on the measures of the unit of the language learning. Okay, these are the important methods of the teaching English in primary levels. Now only we see the strategies of differ from the teacher to teacher. How the heart of the good English teachings is the environment. Okay, these are the important methods of this. Now depends on the teacher which type of methods or strategies teacher to teach the student to enhance the learning. Okay, this is totally depend on the teacher. So now we see the important MCQs and practice it. Here is question number 1. Approaches deal with the general philosophers. Approaches deal with the general philosopher. Option is teaching, learning, judgment and value. Here answer is teaching. Approaches deals with the general philosophers of teaching. Next, a method is a practical implementations of dash. A method is a practical implementations of dash. Here answer is answer number B, and approaches. Next, question number 3. CLT, communicative language teaching, replaced by. Okay, CLT, communicative language teaching, replaced by number 1 situational approach, number B behavioral approach, number C content based approach, and number D lexical approach. So we studied the situational approach. CLT replaced by situational approach. Next, question number 4. Grammar translations method was the most popular and widely used method for language teaching between the age of dash. Here answer is 8040 to 9040. Here I mention the direct answer 8040 to 1940. Next question is question number 5. Communicative language teaching was developed in the era of revolutions in British language teaching traditions from the late. Option number 1 1960s, 1920s, 1930 or 1940. Here right answer is 1960. Communicative language teaching was developed in the era of revolutions of British language teaching traditions from the late 1960s. Next is question number 6. The total physical response, TPR. Teacher gives the student instructions and students follow the instructions by using what? Here option is option number 1 whole body responses, partial body responses, verbal languages or non-verbal languages. Here answer is answer number 1 whole body responses. Total physical responses, that means whole body responses. Every sense of the body are doing work. Next is question number 7, task based language teaching. Task based language teaching, that means TBLT. TBLT was said to be lexical development. Option number 1, communicative language teaching, audio language method of teaching, grammar translations method, or none of these, or none of the above. So here right answer is option number 1, communicative language teaching. It is called the task based language teaching. Next question is question number 8. The structural approach is based on dash principle of language learning. Option number 1, verbal. Option number B, sound. Option number C, non-verbal. Option number D, visual. So here right answer is option number B, sound. Next question is question number 9. Silent way is the method that encourages the dash to speak and use the language. I repeat, silent way is the method that encourages the dash to speak and use the language. Here option is student, teachers, guardians and public. Here right answer is option number 1, student. Next is strategies differ from. Option number 1, teacher to teacher, student to teacher, student to student and student to guardians. Here right answer is option number 1, teacher to teacher. That means every teachers acquire different type of strategy for learning. Next questions. Okay, here is next topic is grammar. So okay, second portions, just I proceed in grammar portions. Here I solve only some important questions related to grammars. So friends, let's start. Number 1 questions, which word is noun in this sentence? Which word is noun in this sentence? I decided to catch the bus because I was late. I decided to catch the bus because I was late. Option is catch, bus, late or decide. Here answer is bus. Bus is a noun. Next is question number 2. Which word is a noun in this sentence? Sentence is that there are no interesting program on night. There are no interesting programs on night. Option number 1, interesting. Option number B, programs. Option number C, tonight. And option number D, on. Your right answer is option number B, programs. Next is question number 3. Which word is a noun in this sentence? The sun is too bright to look at today. The sun is too bright to look at today. Option bright, sun, look or to. Your right answer is option number B, sun. Next question number 4. The plural of goose. The plural of goose. Here right answer is plural of goose is geese. Option number B, geese. Next question is question number 5. Some nouns need a capital letter. It is true or false? Some nouns which needs capital letter, it is true or false? Here is true. Question number 6. There are two nouns in this sentence. Don't leave your clothes on the floor. Don't leave your clothes on the floor. Your right answer is true. That is, this sentence is true. Next is question number 7. There are two nouns in this sentence. Please pass the salt. Please pass the salt. Here answer is B, false. This sentence have no any two nouns. Next question number 8. How many nouns are there in this sentence? Please put the heavier books on the desk over here. Please put the heavier books on the desk over here. Here option is that 2, 3, 4 or 1. Your right answer is option number 1, 2. only the two nouns in this sentence. Next is that how many nouns in this sentence? How many nouns in this sentence? My brother gave me a book for my birthday. My brother gave me a book for my birthday. Here, the right answer is option number B1. This sentence have only one noun. Next question is question number 10. Compound noun is a noun that is made with dash word. I repeat, a compound noun is a noun that is made with dash words. Here answer is two or more words. Compound noun which is make two or more words. Next we proceed the adjective. So we learn directly with objective questions. Question number 1. Take care of this letter. It's take care of this letter. It's here answer option is urgent, round, blondie or fresh. Your right answer is option number 1, urgent. Next is I had a brilliant holiday. It was really I had a brilliant holiday. It was really option number 1, relaxing, loving, law, straight. Your right answer is option number 1, relaxing. Next, I have fallen in love with a dash woman. Option number 1, closed, beautiful, wooden or handsome. Option number 1 B is beautiful. I fallen in love with a beautiful woman. Next question number 4. Which word is an adjective? Which word is an adjective? Option number 1, after. Option number B, pretty. Option number C, taste. And option number D, John. Your right answer is option number B, pretty. Pretty is an adjective word. Next question number 5. Which word is an adjective? Dirty, ran away or John. Your right answer is dirty. Which word is an adjective? Eat, hot, meal or John. Right answer is hot. Better can be adjective. It is true or false? It is true. Better is an adjective. Next questions. Surprise can be adjective. It is true or false? Surprise can be adjective. It is true or false? Surprise can be true. Okay, it is a adjective. You can begin a sentence with an adjective. It is true or false? It is true. An adjective tells us more about, option is that, verb, adverb, conjunctions or noun. It is right answer is noun. An adjective tells more about nouns. Next we see about the verb. Here question is 1. What is an adverb? Here right answer is option number 1. An adverb gives more information about the verb. An adverb is more information, gives more information about the verb. Next is question number 2. Which word is in the following sentence is an adverb? Sarah plays the violin beautifully. Here right answer is option number C, beautifully. Next is question number 3. Which adverb would you use to complete the sentence the rainfall dash against the window pane? Your right answer is option number C, smugly. Smugly. Next question number 4. Which of these adverbs can be used to complete this sentence? The sun shone dash. Your right answer is option number D, luckily. Next question is which is correct spelling of the adjective heavy when it become an adverb? It become option number B, heavily. Heavily, H E A VYLY, heavily. Next questions. Which is the correct spelling of the adjective pleasant when it become an adverb? Your right answer is pleasantly. Pleasantly. I repeat, pleasantly. Pleasant. Adjective pleasant is pleasantly. Next is, which of these adverb is an adverb of time? Option is yesterday, slowly, loudly, or upstairs. Your right answer is yesterday. Adverb of time, it is denote yesterday. Next questions, which of these adverb tells you how something happened? Option number 1, often, carefully, recently, or everywhere. Your right answer is option number B, carefully. Question number 9, which of these adverb tells you where something happened? Option 1, regularly, warmly, happily, or outside. Your right answer is outside. Next question is question number 10. Which of these sentence does not contain an adverb? The right answer is option number C. I brought a pair of shoes. I bought a pair of shoes. Next questions, which is related from the jumble words or sentences. Directions, arrange the jumble words to make meaningful sentence. Today, happy, I feeling very am. So here right answer is option number C. I am feeling very happy today. I am very, I am feeling very happy today. Next is that jumble words to make meaningful sentence. Scream, sister, fighting, always, is with his. Your right answer is option number 1. Siram, sorry. Siram is always fighting with his sister. Here is no scream, Siram. Your right answer is option number 1. Siram is always fighting with his sister. Next question number. Oh, next is verb of tense. Verb or tense. A direct questions is, which verb is not in the past tense? Which verb is not in the past tense? Here option is C. It walks. Okay. It, sorry, he walks. Next questions, which verb is not in the present tense? Question number 2, which verb is not in the present tense? Option number 1, she listened. She listened. Next question is question number 3, which verb is not in the future tense? Which verb is not in the future tense? Your answer is he lives. He lives. Next question number 4, she's been dashed to music all day. Your right answer is listening. Next question number 5, when was the last time you dash a new shot? Your right answer is bought. Question number 6, do you still dash tennis on Sunday? Your right answer is play. Do you still play tennis on Sunday? Next question is question number 7, Paul dash in a bank. Your right answer is works. Paul works in a bank. Next question is question number 8, which word goes in the gap dash you come again tomorrow? Your right answer is C, will. Will you come again tomorrow? Next question is question number 9, which word goes, sorry, yes, which word goes in the gap will hear the thunder last night? Your answer is option number 1. Did you hear the thunder last night? Question number 10. Which word goes in the gap dash you eat meat every day? Your right answer is B. Do you eat meat every day? Next, verb phrases. Here we see the verb phrases, MCQs for practice. Question number 1. Which whale watching has attracted many tourists? Whale watching has attracted many tourists. What is the verb phrase? Here answer is B. Has attracted. Has attracted is a verb phrase. Next is many people have enjoyed the thrill of seeing whale. What is the main or action verb? Your right answer is enjoyed. Many people have enjoyed the thrill of seeing whale. Next is question number 3. My friends and I have decided to go whale watching. What is the helping verb? Your right answer is have. My friends and I have decided to go whale watching. Next question is question number 4. The boat dash sailed several times that day. Your right answer is option number B. The boat had sailed several times that day. Next question number 5. On the first trip, the passengers that spotted many whales. Your right answer is option number B. Had. On the first trip, passengers had spotted many whales. Next question is question number 6. The whales have discovered a good feeding area. What is the verb phrase? Your right answer is option number B. Have discovered. The whale have discovered a good feeding area. Next question is question number 7. The boat's captain had sighted them not far away. What is the helping verb? Your right answer is had. The boat's captain had sighted them not too far away. Next question number 8. On the whale has surfaced beside the boat. What is the main or action verb? Your right answer is option number C. Surface. Question number 9. A few whales had leaped into air. What is the verb phrase? Your right answer is had leaped. Now they dash crash back into the water. Your right answer is option number C. Have. Here are the definite articles. Choose the most suitable answer that identifies the determinants in the sentence. Question number 1. If you have dash questions, I am ready to answer. Your right answer is option number C. If you have any questions, I am ready to answer. Question number 2. Can you pass me dash book please? Your right answer is option number B. The. Can you pass me the book please? Question number 3. He gave chocolate to dash the child. Your right answer is B. Each. He gave chocolate to each child. Question number 4. There are not dash students in the classroom. Here right answer is many. There are not many students in the classroom. Question number 5. I always keep dash money in my purse. Your right answer is option number B. I always keep some money in my purse. Next question number 6. Is there any milk left in fridge? 7th answer is not appear. Next question is question number 8. You can buy these magazines at dash station. They all have them. Your right answer is option number 1 any. You can buy these magazines at any station. Next question is question number 9. The dogs were dash given a biscuit. Here option number B is right. Sorry, each. The dog the dogs were each given a biscuit. Question number 10. He got his passport without dash problem. Your right answer is option 1. He got his passport without any problem. Here are some rules of synonyms and also prefix and suffix. You can explore and some antonyms. And some MCQs of question number 1. Synonyms. Fostering. Fosterings. Here the synonym of fostering. Your right answer is nurturing. Next, propel. Propels, its right answer is drive. Next question is massive. Massive's right answer is option number D, huge. Defer, its right answer is postpone. Next is stumbling block. Your right answer is hurdle. Friends, next question is question number 6. Mundane. Your right answer is option number D, heavenly. Friends, these are the some important questions about the grammars and English pedagogy. To please explore himself and try to enhance your learning and crack the exams. So please subscribe my channel and share the video, and any comment please text me in your comment box. Thank you friends. Thanks.